Hey guys, and a new intro, hey.
So we're slowly advancing about 1,000 years. Now we're in the 1900s.
The vaudeville era. There's this very creepy feeling to this, though. And also we can see Wander's a little bit worse for wear. He's starting to get a little rough. You notice his hair is starting to change color, actually. It's starting to become a darker shade.
You need moisturizer.
It's about his shadow just rubbing his face. Rub, rub. Exfoliate.
They're just chanting,
Exfoliate.
We'll just hit like shaman sticks on the ground. Exfoliate. Exfoliate.
Grow, I don't like what you brew.
Oh dear. But I think this is a good reminder of... It's obviously the events of this are starting to make it, his mind and body deteriorate, but still giving it the clear goal that we gotta save this pretty girl. But look at our flesh tone differences. I look more dead than she does.
Yeah, you do.
And then it's that douchey boss that makes you work despite all the work you're doing. Why are you being lazy, fucker? And... Come on! This is a very cool locale, and also, not only one of the bigger Colossus of the game, but it's also, considered by many to be one of the most difficult. For various reasons. Oh, and just a glitch turn there. And freaking out.
If you can kill the thwomp in the lake bed, that would be great.
Thanks, buddy.
Grow, where are you?
And there's a nice ass shot for the ladies. You guys been waiting. See, this is another one that I did read a description that said, wow, that Colossus looked easy. As you can see, this game doesn't leave much to explain how to battle them. And if you don't know how to battle these guys can be extremely difficult. You can get killed fast. But hey, it's a Let's Play. That means I've beaten this a couple times, so I don't know what I'm doing. I like this thought where it's like, which would I go? Maybe the big ominous cloud over there? But yes, we are going towards that big ominous spot. No, yeah, Cliff.
Great.
And Eagle's like, wait, I was supposed to run with you. This guy isn't too much of a far ride. But speaking of a Colossus that can kill you in a hurry, this one counts. I have died fighting this guy before. But I'm proud to say this is probably my best attempt at defeating him ever. So, enjoy it. Because some of my later attempts in this game are going to be a little bit pain-worthy. I'll admit it. But they're fun to watch. Just not for me.
Because I edited out the bad parts.
Exactly. I was just like, please, for the love of God, make this interesting. But... at least in this area, I love the idea of the strategy on this one. It's not simple. Oh, and I just stepped over a lizard. This is very much going to be using a different kind of strategy. Very exciting levels. I think this makes up for areas like the fish battle. Although I never really had a problem with battling the big eelfish thing. It's just tedious. Now, if this is the first time you've ever played this game, I would definitely recommend going to that prey stone and saving. But I live in the danger zone, so I won't.
The area we're heading to.
Yeah.
The nuclear fallout testing facility.
I like the change from this beautiful green landscape to, like, look at this wasteland. Literally 6 meters away. I counted. And there's another temple over there, too. But you got a lot of spots to save, and in this area, good recommendation. Look, a geyser.
Welcome to Blackstone National Park.
Blackstone!
Exfoliate,
Exfoliate!
exfoliate.
You see, get hit one by that hot steam, just exfoliate!
This black metal chorus. Exfoliate!
Exfoliate! Exfoliate! What?
Sorry, I was getting into it.
That's my favorite song. So I'm having a little issue with the never-ending crevice to find my way over to this lake bed. Whoa! And he almost fell through the ground there. Aggro, stop it, you're drunk.
We have that established.
Yeah. During his off day, he's been partying and drinking. Shame on you. Yeah, this area actually utilizes the environment really well. We actually have two big old geysers here.
The one right there looks like a nuclear just patch you'd find in Fallout 3.
Clearly this ominous cave should be a place we start looking, which oddly enough has trees in it. It's a very unusual choice there. But they're all burnt out, so like they're dried husks. Very volcanic. But, as I said, this is one of my, not only one of my favorite Colossus, but considered one of the hardest, and I know why. It is a giant turtle. And the music does justice that I probably should start running immediately.
Oh, it is a turtle. Couldn't tell if it was a turtle or a spider.
See, this is what makes it tough. Its projectile attacks are really strong. The big rule on this one, don't ever stop moving. Because his projectiles are very accurate, and they, even if they land near you, they'll knock you off your horse, they'll damage you a lot. You see it rumble the screen where it hits, so it's really powerful.
Yeah.
See, I want to avoid that.
Now, I couldn't decide if seeing one that, well, basically shot lasers at you was kind of silly. But then I remembered we'd just been to one where it basically vomited at you, so...
Yeah, and I always figured it's some kind of internal generator to these things. It's that combination of, is this a life form, or is this some kind of... Is it a weapon created by this ancient civilization? We don't quite know for sure. My philosophy is that some of them are created for certain constructive uses. Some of them are made as war machines. Some of them are made for transportation, whatever it might be. But at least we'll go back to strategy here on this guy. I'm firing the arrows at him because I need to keep him provoked. There's not many areas for him to climb on him. There's not really any grassy patches. So he's very... I can't get onto him like this. Especially since he's launching energy attacks at me. But I'm going to use the nature around me to affect it. See, I really want to attract him onto that geyser. So that's why I'm kind of hovering around here and launching arrows so he continues to make a slow crawl towards me. But trust me, usually at this point I've been hit a lot, but I've managed to keep good pace out of his firing range here pretty well. But this is what I'm waiting for. The geyser actually exposes his weak point, his feet. But I only have a temporary amount of time to do this before the geyser stops, and he'll just be right back on his feet again. Fuck you. I'll take care of this myself. Shoot his other hinged foot. The interesting thing is the feet turn to keep him from falling onto his back. I think that's a very interesting thing. But now that he's on his side, it actually exposes one soft point that he rolled way far away from me from. His stomach. And he gives me a little help here. Oh, thanks! Thanks for the butt push. Luckily, once you get on him, he's not a difficult Colossus to fight. Get him to flip over and be over those guys is definitely the most difficult part. This is the best time I've ever done on this. Usually this one takes me forever. Because he won't line up properly, or he steps to the geyser when it doesn't go off, or he knocks me off my horse using his laser gun. As you can see right here, there's not many parts right here to grip off, so you can fall off here really easily as well. Which I almost display here in a minute. Hey!
Yeah, I remember seeing this part, wondering how the hell you were going to get back up.
Through imagination. It's a lot of, when I landed there, I was like, fuck, I have to do this again. I went, oh wait, I'll just do crazy momentum jump. But this guy is definitely, as I said, one of the bigger Colossus. You can just tell by the scope of it. He's like a canyon in himself.
Yeah, if the Colossi were made for anything specific, including war machines, I could definitely see this one being brought into battle. Not just because his attack is really damaging, but just for sheer intimidation value.
And he also comes off quite a bit like a tank. You know, he's
Yeah.
very much. Although he's slower, he's got the projectile attack. He's very well armored. Now, big question on this is that did they create them kind of from scratch, or was this something like some kind of creature that was transformed into this? Because they do all resemble some kind of creature or human. Honestly, beyond his own shell, his defense isn't too great, as he knows the stab wounds are doing quite a bit of damage to him. I mean, he only has one spot to stab to. As I mentioned, if you manage to get onto him, he's not a bad fight at all. But as I mentioned, he can also kill you quickly, so I'm not going to lose my grip. But so long, one of my favorite designed Colossus in the game. Here in a minute. I always think he's going to die, but they always have a little bit of kick left in them. The only places to actually grip on this guy are on his head and stuff, so if he thrashes you off his shoulders, you can fall off really easily, so... But still a very cool fight to have. All the running around the horse is a lot of fun. Aggro, thank God you were doing your job this time.
And arm breaks.
I feel so bad. Although it tried to kill me this time. The odd thing is that there's some peaceful ones and clearly there's some aggressive ones. So the nature of these Colossus is still a mystery. They said that one's going to be more of a tank, but you know, when you think of ones like the third Colossus, he had that giant sword on him, so you can imagine him as some kind of massive warrior used for battle. But maybe one like the fish or the bird was used to carry transportation or cargo or something like that. The philosophies are abound because they never really tell you.
Yeah.
Not a problem necessarily, it's just vague by nature, and it lets you, with a game like this, it leaves you a lot of questions. They intrigue you with ideas of what it could be, but a lot of the questions on your own end, or what this world is kind of left to you.
And I can appreciate that.
And it's not a sense of bad writing, it's just more of the element of the mystery. Instead of some guy walking up to you and being like, this is why these things are this. You're in a world by yourself. You're discovering it. It's almost like you were the first person to step on this soil for thousands and thousands of years. So no one's ever questioned what it is. You're the first person to really see this world and learn about it.
No, I like when games don't make everything completely blatant, because that promotes discussion, and that helps to keep a game relevant for longer.
And Team Ico has done a great job of keeping these games relevant for long periods of time. I mean, people still talk about this game, and this game came out of, geez, a long time ago. And in fact, it's become even more prevalent the longer it's lasted. People are starting to look back at games like Ico and stuff like that and say, see how great of a game it is. And that game came out as one of the earlier games of the PS2. But hopefully this Colossus is a good sign of things to come, that all the other battles are going to be exciting, fast-paced, and deadly. I know they're all not. Onward!
Exfoliate, exfoliate.
Exfoliate! Okay. Just now imagine Aggro just giving you a back rub with his hooves. You feeling better? Your skin pores opening up.
Pores open up and the black smoke pours out.
Close it, close it, close it. Just imagine him stomping on your back, putting it back. And you're dead.